We hear a lot of talk in the industry about like niching and like knowing your industry and things like that. But creative professionals is a very broad, I would say, it's hard to call it a niche in many ways because there's so many different ways that people can make money. But, I think that what you're finding is like these are people who had common struggles. They, had a common language that needed to be translated. They weren't feeling confident or knowing, how these pieces of the puzzle, fit together. And I think that's that, if you haven't had an experience like this where you're kind of called to a certain community or pulled in a certain direction to really be amongst maybe your people, it's hard to be like, oh, I'm just gonna pick a niche out of the blue. That's not how I think it should work, honestly, because I know, for example, when you rebranded your firm, you really focused in and that led to great success and growth for you guys. But I think it is because it was coming out of the space and industry that you were most connected to, not because you like just like drew straws and were like, this sounds fun. So